Good morning and welcome to your online class. We were discussing the chapter interest and we have already discussed the definition and the characteristics of interest. Today we are going to discuss how educational process can influence interest or interest. With the help of interest, how can we increase the process of teaching learning? Okay, now first is learning material should be interesting. Now see, why do we put colorful things in case of young learners? In case of the first and the last point is more or less same, but for explaining I have to explain it properly, that learning material should be interesting. See, according to the increase of the age, as you increase your age, you will see there are less pictures in your book. And material wise there is full of materials and informations, and as you go back to your earlier days, you will see when you are in 4 or 5 or 6, your books were filled up with colors, they were filled up with stories, they were filled up with informations, with colorful presentation. So what you are presenting according to the age group, it should be changed and it should be made after thinking the age group or the interest of the child. A child is always attracted towards colorful book. Now see, your books are not filled up with colors, isn't it? If you see colors in your book, you will tell that where I will get the information. So many pictures are there, so many in science books also you will get pictures, but it is filled up with explanation. And as you need to read science and you need to see the pictures original form, the pictures are provided. But in literature books like my book, and I don't know about the other subjects, it is same maybe, but why there is less pictures? Because you are not attracted towards them, you are attracted only on the teachers, those who how they are presenting their subject, how they are explaining. You are matured now and your way of thinking is different. So the basic learning materials, what, depending on your age, it should be interesting. Next, it should be necessary steps towards the goal. Now see, why you are reading my subject? Because you know you are going to get questions in your exam. It is a subject which you have chosen, isn't it? So it is, if you read that, if you put your interest on that, maybe it will help you later on some way or the other. Now those who are thinking that yes, we want to graduate on the subject, a particular any history, geography, science, education, pol science, whatever may be subject, you are thinking that you want to graduate on the particular subject, and you are hearing it, you are putting your interest on it. Why? Because you know it is helping, it will help you to reach towards your goal. Next point, active participation of the learner. Now see, to make, to feel you interesting about the subject, it is very important for the teachers to make the students involved and to make you think, make you talk, so that you start communicating. And when you communicate, it is it's easy to understand that you are feeling interesting, isn't it? If you stop talking, if you do not ask the question to the teacher, how the teacher will also feel good? The teaching learning process is a give and take process, isn't it? Where the teachers are giving you and you are receiving, and you are asking the questions and we are, so this is a communicative process where both way communication is very important. So to make you active, to make you interest, make you feel you interest in my topic, I have to communicate with you continuously, and I will confirm that you also perform in my presentation. Next is colorful presentation for the young learner. As I have told you that if you go to a kindergarten school or a play school or any type of school you go, or in a junior school you go, you will see there's a part, the chart, it is filled up with different color chart, it is filled up with decorative items, it is the classroom is filled up with colorful painting maybe, and some beautiful crafts which are made by them. So whenever whatever is being presented to the young learner, it should be colorful so that they get attracted easily. finally, learning atmosphere should be friendly. Now, see, how shall I explain? If I start with scolding, if I start my class with anger, if I start communicating with you with my angry face, and I will scold you, and I will punish you, and I will my way of saying will be very rough and bad, then what impression you will feel on me? That yes, the ambience you have started is very bad, ma'am. What the way you are saying, the way you are communicating is very bad. So the first foremost ambience, the atmosphere is very very important. So when learning atmosphere, you should start with the beginning, so that the students also get encouragement that yes, we have to do something, we have to start something, and we have to create something, we are learning something. So the first and foremost ambience, the atmosphere should be very friendly, so that you can easily come close to the teacher, and you can express your own feeling about the subject, that yes, whether you can understand or not. If I feel very bad, if I communicate with you badly, if I talk with you badly, and if I scold you, I punish you, what you will feel? Before starting everything I have broken by myself, isn't it? So the way of communication is, first you must be very very easy to everyone, so that they can easily communicate. They do not feel hesitated to communicate you or to ask you questions if they have any doubt. So the ambience must be friendly. So this is all about today. Next day we are going to start with Spearman Thurston theory. That is also a theory of intelligence. First we will read about what is intelligence and the characteristics of intelligence, and finally we will go to Spearman and Thurston's theory. Thank you so much.